Hey guys, it's Chrissy from Chrissy Cuisine. This is my first video. Thank you for tuning in. I'm excited. I don't have an intro video yet, but it'll come soon. So let's get started. So for this recipe, you're gonna need red pepper, onions, sazon goya, chicken bouillon, sofrito, the red one. You're gonna need some minced garlic. This is my first time using the minced garlic in a jar. I usually just cut it up, but I have nails on. And some olives. So the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna get a pot, put some oil in it, just enough to cover the whole pan. Then you're gonna put your peppers in and your onions in, and the garlic. Just saute it a bit. Sorry, my camera got foggy. Then you're gonna put the bouillon in. Make sure it melts in the pan. Just stir it up a little bit. Yep, just mash it up. Try to break it up and stir it in. Make sure everything is incorporated. On a Tuesday, if it does rain, you come through. Your love's like a big hug on a bad day, just what I need in my life. You're one in a million. When I wake up, what's the first thing on my Then you're gonna get the sofrito. Maybe put like a tablespoon. That's a teaspoon right there. Then I'm putting in the second teaspoon. And I also put in another teaspoon off camera. I'm just stirring that up. The heat is actually on like medium. It's like on 6. Mine goes up to 10. So it's like medium high. Just stirring that in, making sure everything is nice and juicy. Then put the sazon in. Stir that up. And I just let it get, not brown, but I just let it cook a little bit. Or toast, quote unquote. Your love's like a back rub. When I back up, can you catch what I throw down? Your love's what I breathe from. I will go numb if you left me here right now. Our love gets strong. Then I put in 3 cups of water. I do a 1 to 1.5 ratio. So that means if I have 1 cup of rice, then I'm gonna put in 1.5 cups of water. And in this case, I had 2 cups of rice. So I put in 3 cups of water. So I'm just stirring that around, and then I'm letting it come to a boil. It got to a boil, then I put the rice in. Everything is still on medium high. I'm stirring it around, stirring it. And I'm just gonna wait for all the water to dry out. But not dry out to the point where it's burnt, but just dry out completely. So right here, the rice is dry, but you see it's still a little bit wet, but it's fine. That'll get fixed. I throw in the olives. I know everybody doesn't like olives, so it's optional, of course. So then at this point, you just get a piece of aluminum foil and cut. So right here, I have 12 wings that I cleaned with vinegar. I put pepper on first. You guys could season how you guys want, but I love pepper. I put like a lot of pepper. As you can see, I kind of went overboard. But I put adobo next. That's kind of like an all-purpose seasoning that my family has been using for like years, literally years, probably before I was born. We also use sazon goya in our chicken too, but when I make wings with sauces, I don't use sazon goya because I don't want it to be too salty. Then I put in garlic. We put a lot of garlic. We like garlic. We love garlic over here. Then we get the onion powder. Put a calm amount, not too much, because we already have the garlic. Then I just put a little bit of paprika, just because I don't have the sazon in there. So I use the paprika to give it a little bit of color. That's all I use it for, to be honest. And yeah, just put enough to give the chicken a little bit of color. Then I throw on some parsley because I'm obsessed with parsley. I put parsley on everything. That's all you'll see on this channel. And usually I mix it around with my hands, but I have on nails. Shout out to my nail tech. I have on nails, so can't really do that. Right here, the chicken is finally mixed up. I put on some gloves. I was just like, whatever. I'm just mixing it up one last time. And just getting ready. You get a Ziploc bag, put some flour in it, and just toss the chicken in. I know people usually do like the whole egg thing, and then the flour, and then the egg again, and then the flour, and sometimes people put breadcrumbs, but I don't know, over here we don't do that. We just, no shame, we don't do that. We just put the flour in the Ziploc bag and then toast it around a little bit. Back in the day, my grandmother used to get a regular plastic bag that you get from the corner store or supermarket or whatever, and she just used to put the flour in there and the chicken. My mom also used to do that too. So right here, I just have some hot oil in a pan and just put the chicken in. The way you could test oil to see if it's hot enough to put the chicken in, just throw some flour in there, and if it immediately like bubbles away, you see how the oil is bubbling the flour away. If it does that, then that's how you know it's ready. So just gonna let that cook off, and in the meantime I'm gonna make the sauce. So I learned how to make barbecue sauce like a few years ago. I was just like on YouTube just searching up mad stuff, but what I do is I put some ketchup. I do everything by eye, by the way, so I'm sorry if I don't have like exact measurements for you guys. Then I put like a little bit of molasses. I feel like without molasses, barbecue sauce is not barbecue sauce. I'm so sorry, but that's just how it is. Then I put honey, a lot of honey. We like honey, guys. Make sure I put a good amount in there. And then I get my seasonings. I have garlic powder, I have pepper, I have like a teeny bit of salt, I have a teeny bit of oregano, just because I don't really like the taste of oregano. Got a little bit of cayenne, and I got some onion powder. That's just me pointing out everything, but you guys know what it is. Garlic powder, onion powder, oregano. So then I just put all of that in, and yep, just stir it around. That's my chicken. It was done. That's how it came out. It's really crispy. So back to the sauce. I actually forgot to put in dark brown sugar, but yeah, put in some dark brown sugar. Just like, I put in a lot, to be honest, because I like that taste. And right now I'm just mixing everything up, just trying to get everything incorporated. Then I turned on the heat because I like to get everything in the pot before I actually turn on the heat, because then I might be trying to like get everything together and it might burn. Knowing me, I kind of burn everything. But anyways, sometimes I put like a little bit of white sugar too. I don't know why. I put in whatever, to be honest. Whatever looks good, tastes good. And I put in a little bit more molasses just because I really like the flavor that molasses gives the barbecue sauce. Just kept stirring it, trying to get it to actually be something. And right here I put in a little bit more molasses. Whenever I put more in, I would put like maybe a tablespoon more. That's about it. But yeah, I'm just stirring it up, trying to get it nice and incorporated. I have it on like low heat, like maybe 3. I like the way dark barbecue sauce looks. I don't like when barbecue sauce is too light. So maybe cooked it for about 2 minutes and just let it sit there. So right here I'm just fluffing up the rice after I took the aluminum foil off. It looks pretty good. I feel like I'm not used to making rice, so this for me, beautiful. So yeah, that's my rice. Right here I'm just tossing my wings in the barbecue sauce that we made. I got this little cute bowl that I use to like mix wings and sauce and like beat egg whites and stuff. It's really nice. I don't know where I got it from, but it's probably Burlington. So yeah, this is how everything came together. It looks really good. I wish I could have had some, but this is actually for a customer. So yeah, this was my first video, a nice cute meal prep. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video. Thank you for watching. Million people told me